Hello, my dear Leos, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign Leos. Welcome to my channel, Todayenergy. I'm Michaela, and this is your monthly astrological forecast for the upcoming month of September. Wow, let's use September to relax, to recharge our inner batteries. Astrologically speaking, is a very calm, peaceful month. And it's kind of like the calm before the storm hits, because October, November look very agitated in astrological terms, I would say. When I was preparing for this forecast, kind of a lyric or a line came to me from some song or movie. I'm not sure anymore, but it says, "Stop the earth, I want to get off." Stop the earth from spinning, because it's too much, and really too much can happen for us, and especially for you, for all the fixed signs of the zodiac in October and November, the eclipse season and so on. But now let's focus first on the nearest future, which is September. So 3rd of September, we have an opposition between Mercury in Libra and Jupiter in Aries. Every opposition requires us people to find the middle ground, the golden middle, right? To find the consensus, I would say, not a compromise, because a compromise means, let's say, with your partner or all the parties involved, equally each rejects, denies something, gives up on something, and then everyone is, in the best case, equally unhappy. But in the worst case, you always think that you are the most misfortunate one with the compromises. So consensus is way better word, which means to find the best solution altogether. Sit and think and brainstorm until you find the way that will benefit all of you, really. In this case, of course, Mercury, Jupiter, they're both about communication, negotiations, maybe with some foreigners or, foreign institutions. It's about studies, it's about traveling, expanding your knowledge. And indeed, they are located in your 3rd and 9th house. So you'll have to find the balance between your local environment, your neighborhood, your relatives, and your drive for travels, for adventures, for discovering the world outside your, neighborhood or town or city. It's maybe a conflict between facts and faith, between theory and practice, between being a student and learn and being a teacher and share your knowledge with the others and gain students, actually. Right, so you know what, if it's about documents, papers, decisions of relocation or business related to traveling and studies, don't rush, don't worry if the resolution doesn't come immediately on the 3rd of September. You see, Mercury currently is on its in its retrograde shadow zone. It means the planet travels the same degrees forward, which it will be very soon traveling backwards again, because it will turn retrograde soon enough. And then once again, planet turns and goes forward. So 3 times it goes through the same piece of the sky, okay? Which means that all the aspects it does repeat 3 times. So the same opposition you will experience, we all will experience again on the 19th of September, and then for the final time, the 3rd time, on the 12th of October. So you have 2 more chances to find the balance, the compromise, to start or finish your studies. Opposition is usually like a full moon, so it would mean graduations, culmination, resolution of some process which have started when the planets conjunct, which was, I believe, like in March this year. So yeah, maybe the time will be actually for decisions around mid-October. On the 5th, Venus goes into Virgo. And Venus is the planet of love, but also of money. And Virgo is your 2nd house. So we're talking about Venus, pleasure at work, love you can find in the office when you work, when you deal with financial matters, maybe even in a tax office, maybe in the shop, because 2nd house is to earn and to spend money. And Venus, you will do it with pleasure. With pleasure, you will earn money for the next 24 days, and with pleasure, you will also spend them. Venus likes this daily indulgences and self-indulgences, So you might be prompt to sensual pleasures like good taste, good smell, good cream for your skin, good clothes, something pretty, something beautiful. Success at work, good for business negotiations. Rise in your self-esteem. Venus is about loving yourself on the first place and appreciating your knowledge, your skills, you as a worker, what you can earn, how valuable you are, and what you value, of course, will be on the table as well. Take care of your body, massages, pampering yourself, um, lifting or cosmetical procedures, spa, and so on is very much welcomed through this period. Between the 8th and 11th of September, we have a lovely time for you. Your ruler, the sun, from your second house of work and income, makes trines first to Rahu, the north node of the moon, and then to Uranus, the god of sky and lightning and changes and revolutions. They're in your 10th house of career, of status. So something changes in your life, in your status, how people see you, and you seem to be pretty like, liberated about this, happy about this, like finally, Jesus. It's most probably a source of income. So maybe you'll have the chance to modernize your work, to introduce some new technology, some new people, like really progressively thinking people or people from exotic countries or something related to technologies. Maybe a change in your management will happen. New perspective. The North Node is about the future. So and Uranus is impatient to leap into the future, but not yet. You will see why at the end of the video. There is still a bit of a tension, but you're ready. You're ready to look into the future, to be visionary, to foretaste the change coming, I think, financially and work-wise for you. New status, new work, yeah, possible. On the 10th of September, we have two important events. First thing first, we have a full moon in Pisces. And for you, that's your 8th house. Of course, full moon is either information, knowledge, revelation, like, where are we standing, what's going on exactly, what have we reached so far? Or it can be culmination, reaping the rewards, celebrating and ending something. An 8th house can be about your passive income. So finally, maybe you are getting the money from your previous investments, maybe from 6 months ago or 1.5 years ago. You have clarity about your intimate relationship. Is it worthy? Where are you going? Like, where will you have together your kingdom, right? Your home, your budget, children together. Maybe it will be a news about pregnancy, about new life coming to you. But also it can be a news about endings, about inheritance, possibly for some of you. Clarity about loans, about scholarships. Either you get them, you receive them, or maybe you get to know that you're rejected. Maybe it's also possible. Maybe culmination regarding your partner's work and finances and their salary. And on the same day, Mercury stations to go retrograde. When we say station, it means that the planet doesn't move on the sky. It's hanging on in the same degree, and currently it's the 8th degree of Libra. It's a confusing time, really. Mercury, how we think, how we process information, communication. So, from the 6th of September till the 12th, as if we're hangovered, regarding sending emails, post offices, taxes, documents, and so on. So no surprise, there might be some misunderstandings, and especially for you, because this happens in your 3rd house of communication and information and knowledge, of studies, of skills. So be careful with your hands, really, like handcraft and emails and messages in social media. People might just misunderstand you, or you might misunderstand them. I wouldn't sign documents, deals, trading agreements. I wouldn't launch marketing campaigns, launching websites or online businesses And Mercury rules your second and 11th houses, you see. So it's about money, it's about salary, it's about group projects and popularity in internet, even most probably. So yeah, be careful with this stationing. And then, of course, Mercury will station once again on the 2nd of October when it will be preparing to go forward. I will try to record a separate video on that matter. On Mercury retrograding this September. But here it's good to know that while it's it moves backwards, then it's good time to reassess, reevaluate, research the market, how the prices are going if you want to buy something, research the salaries currently if you want to apply for a new job position, negotiate your documents, your deals, your contracts. Contact a lawyer, contact second, third opinion, collect opinions, wait opinions, because Mercury is in Libra, and Libra is the only unanimated object throughout the whole 12 signs, right? The rest are animals like yourself, Leo, lion, or people, or a mixture of those two, like Sagittarius is half horse, half man. But Libra is a scale. So right now the mind is putting on a scale and all the pros or all the cons. So Libra's objective is to be objective, if you know what I mean. It's to be unbiased. It's to be non-emotional. It's to be extremely just and just process information. Libra is an air sign, just like Aquarius and so on, right? So you have to put pros, cons, and measure like what is the best outcome for you. Negotiate, yeah, just maybe old friends will come to your life, you will meet with former classmates, reestablish contact with your neighbors, your relatives, your siblings. It's a good chance if you have some issues there to get back to it and rethink it, retalk it. Go back to finish some business project. Maybe you will be paid money you were owed previously in the past, a salary, for example, or an invoice which was long time overdue. On the 16th, we have a little bit of intense day because Venus, the planet representing women, is squaring Mars, the planet representing men. It's just they're two gender planets, right? So there might be conflicts between men and women. Of course, there might be a bit of not a bit, a lot of passion, because squares, it means interaction between planets, but with a little bit of tension, if not a lot of tension. So you have to smooth the sharp edges, the corners, because people might be quite edgy. And in your case, is second 11th house axis. So maybe there will be confrontations or conflicts or misunderstandings with partners, with normally your friends or colleagues. It might be about work, it might be about money, maybe it's about buying or selling something, especially if other people are involved, like shared funds. And ruler of 10th and ruler of 4th. Confrontations with parents, with management, bosses, need to balance between home and work. Also maybe confrontations with legal institutions, government, or teachers, or someone from abroad. But forewarned is forearmed, okay? That's why we make these forecasts. It's just one day. Be careful. On the 17th, we have a bit of a confused day, I would say, because the Sun makes opposition to Neptune. And of course, the Sun is you. First of all, it's your ruler, but also it's generally our vitality, our ambitions. And Neptune is a planet of no control, no borders, dreams, sleeping, alternated states of mind and reality. I must say here that maybe this opposition is a culmination of a process, of an idea, something that you have started in your life around the 13th of March, when these two planets conjunct in your 8th house of intimate relationships. So maybe you started one such back then. Maybe you started applying for loans, for you maybe started your own business, especially if it's with consultations related to psychology. esoterics possibly, or pharmaceutical company. What else? Maybe you started dealing with a crisis. Maybe you started picking up, unknitting your soul and your subconscious, and you started working with a psychologist. So now you can get to the real deal, the real insight, have a revelation about your internal issues, psychological issues. Maybe back then you started attempting pregnancy, and now you have some result. In any case, yeah, here is kind of illumination of the topic related to 8th house. At the same time, physically we might feel a bit tired and confused and even more misunderstandings, plus Mercury is retrograde, right? I must say it's a great day for spiritual activities, for psychological activities, for visiting some ashrams, monasteries, or be in a nature, meditate, relax, do some artwork, some unconscious writing, or some, painting, or do some tarot reading. Wow, Neptune in 8th house can be your astrologer, your psychologist helping you very much so, or you yourself if you tap into your intuition. Similar vibes we will feel on the 24th of September when Venus opposes Neptune, again on your axis of 2nd, 8th house. Now here you might need to be ready for some financial issues, maybe losses. Neptune is like dissolving. Maybe you'll just, money runs through your fingers, slips through your fingers, as we say. So just be careful with what you spend on money on this day, these 2 days, okay? On the 19th, on the other hand, is a great day for you, Leos, especially because the Sun, your ruler, makes a trine to Pluto. And even though Pluto oftentimes has this kind of a little bit negative, a little bit dark connotation, when it's a trine, they help each other, these 2 planets. Sun, your ruler, your vitality in your 2nd house, your ambitions for more achievements, work and status and money, and Pluto in your 6th house of work and health as well. And 2nd house is how do we take care of our body, the nutrition, how do we feed ourselves. And 6th house can be diets, can be detoxification, and Pluto is power, is the strength, like I will do it, I'm decided, I certainly will do it, no step back, right? So it's a great time to negotiate your salary. It's a great time to increase your business, to hire some lawyers or some employees or people who will help you at work. Negotiate with higher management. Pluto itself represents big business, big money, big finances, big power. It might be a mafia, it might be, it might be police, it might be tax institution, it might be government as well, even in Capricorn. But in any case, you have here the focus, you have here the laser from your 3rd eye. You're very motivated, decided, you can find the proper treatment for yourself, the proper diet, the proper sport regime. You can do some sport and really get into shape. That's great. A lot of work can be, of course, but a lot of money as well. Get rid of some bad habits. That's a great time. Leos who are smoking or having issues with alcohol or anything that it's too much in your life, or it's like even mental unhealthy pattern, you can deal with it now. You have the courage of Pluto in this case. Right, the same aspect will repeat on the 26th of September when Venus trines Pluto, 2nd, 6th house. Venus, of course, a planet of success, of enjoyment, pleasure, and money. Big money day for you, 26th, I would say. On the 23rd of September, your Sun moves into Libra. Interesting, because, wherever the ruler of the sign goes, so the sign feels. So while the Sun was in Virgo, you might have felt more like strict on yourself, more self-disciplined, self-organized, more worried as well, more anxious, prompt to help others, to advise others, to serve others, perfectionist very much so. Yeah, very much like Virgo. And now for a month you will feel very much like Libra, which means, yeah, a bit more hesitant, but also striving for balance, for peace, for consensus, for good relationships. And, you know, Libra is your third house. So focus will be on your studies, on internet, on social media, on promotion, marketing, PR, trades, buying, selling your vehicle. Right as the sun enters to Libra, in the 0 degree of this sign, there is a beautiful and special conjunction between the Sun and the Mercury retrograding. It will happen at 9:45 a.m. on the 23rd. Here the hour in the minutes are important, and I'm saying the time based on my location, which is Bulgaria, Sofia, Bulgaria, which is Eastern European Daylight Saving Time. You might want to check it for your time zone, for your location. Why? Because even though Mercury is currently retrograde, which means dizzy mind, uncertain thoughts, miscommunications, but the very moments of the precise conjunction with the Sun, mercurial topics are kind of like, I don't know, elevated in a sense. So we all might have this great moment of illumination, of some messages directly from the sky, from, gods, if you will. Because Sun is the ruler of the universe. Sun is what gives us life and ambition and drive and motivation to be and to live and to desire, right? You know it very well. It's your archetype. And so being in your third house, early in the morning on the 23rd, maybe you wake up from a dream which was very significant. So keep a paper and a pen next to your bed to write down your dreams. Maybe when you make breakfast, you will hear something on the news. It might be very subtle and subconscious inception of an idea, of a thought, of a realization, or it might be like, aha, bam, and it's like, aha moment, like, how did I not see it until now, right? And yeah, it will be short corridor in a sense, short moment to catch these insights. Really, let's give it like 10-15 minutes prior and after 9:45, and it's amazing because it's 0 degrees of a sign. Both planets, the Sun and Mercury, are like, yay, excited, oh my god, something new, it's about to happen, looking forward the future, having this immense faith that everything is gonna be super great, right? It's like babies, or like a person for the first time, a tourist in a new city. You're more excited than you're scared, right? So it's really a special moment, I would say, for revelations and news, something about third house topics that we just mentioned. On the 26th, we have a new moon in Libra. It's a great new moon because it's opposed by Jupiter, who expands everything. So more knowledge, more studies, bigger vehicle maybe you will buy, travel abroad, meeting people from abroad, collaboration online with different parts of the world. Explore the world, whether physically through traveling or just by watching some documentary or reading some book which might influence you greatly. Great for publications, for logistic business, new moon, it's starting something new, but because both Mercury still and Jupiter itself are retrograde, maybe it's more like a second attempt or second chance, or reviving some old idea that you forgot, and now you have maybe it's like launching a website or a promotion campaign, and now you can do it international, or you can establish now international business, but if you have previously thought about it before, or some old partners from abroad are calling you for collaboration, you meet already familiar teacher and you decide, okay, I'm gonna do a second course with this teacher, or like B level, C level of the same course, right? Maybe it's about languages indeed, or driving license. And then on the 29th, Venus joins the party in Libra. It's a great time because Venus loves to be in her own sign, and even more agitating pleasantly your communications, meeting people, chatting with people. Online dating would be pretty nice here if you have tried and you despaired, like myself, you might have this 20-something days while Venus transits your third house, you might meet love on a petrol station, while driving your car, while traveling, in a neighborhood party, when you're at a party with your cousins or brother, sister, they might bring a friend. Neighbors might introduce you to someone. In your class, you can meet someone special. Or or online dating site, really. Why not? Yes, dear Leos, and so money. Also, Venus is money, so you will be either investing in vehicle, travels, and studies, or you will gain income if you are dealing professionally with such tools and topics. Also, some kind of manual crafts as well. And I must say that the whole later part of September, we have on the background this tension formed by the square between Saturn and Uranus. And they're in fixed signs, so you're directly affected. Remember last year, 2021, like 3 times last year, these guys were forming this configuration between them, but I would say the energy was all around us the whole year, and now again they started doing it. They did it again in August, now peaking in the late September and beginning and mid-October. And so basically Uranus is in your 10th house, wanting some change of your status, wanting you to find your true mission in life, wanting you maybe to modernize your work, to start working with modern technologies, IT skills, or such people. Maybe you want to go freelancing, go online, work remotely, or doing some job related to astrology, to aviation, to science, something which is not so well known or accepted in the world. Be the maverick, you know, that's how you want the world to see you, and you wouldn't care. Freedom. Uranus wants freedom, maybe personal freedom from a marriage, like a divorce or something, yeah? And here comes Saturn in your 7th house, who pushes the brakes, who, first of all, tells you, like, are you sure? Will you manage? And what will people say? Or maybe that's your partner who is afraid to follow you with your dreams, to relocate, to do something new, to do something more exciting in your relationship, to risk maybe, and your partner, and it's not bad, you know, why not, to have this kind of stability, unless it turns into a swamp and it's stagnating, you know. It's a difference between stability and stagnation. Can be both sides of one same coin, but the difference is huge. And Saturn rules your 7th and 6th houses. So maybe your partners are hesitant or delaying you. Maybe those are your business partners. Maybe before going online or independent, you want to gain a base of clients, but they're few, or you know, or they're, I don't know, some kind of a delay regarding to clients. And work or health, because Saturn rules 6th house of yours, which is maybe you are dealing first with your health before jumping into some new adventure professionally, or you know, relocating on, or turning your life upside down 180 degrees, which you truly want. Maybe it's about becoming a parent, but you still need to research your health condition to make this IVF procedure, in vitro procedure, for example. So you need to finish some health issues. Maybe you have some extra responsibilities. You're taking care of someone, of a family member, of a home, of property, of children, of a pet. 6th house is our pets. Maybe it's a work responsibility in the office. Maybe you're building your office. Maybe you're trying to modernize your office. Maybe you're trying to become a boss, a leader, right? But you first need to hire people. So you go through this interview process. Somehow people, work, or health are blocking you for now from your true quantum leap into your future development as a person and as a professionalist. Well, dear Leos, the resolution will come later this autumn, I would say. I wish you for now a truly beautiful month of September. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing my videos with your loved ones. I really hope that all this in-depth analysis that I do every month is interesting and, most importantly, useful for you practically. Thank you for subscribing for my channel. Most importantly, stay healthy. I think this is our most precious resource overall. Have a beautiful September, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.